What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 on the Xbox 360, the road to WrestleMania, and someone dares to go after Chris Jericho. Let's find out who that stupid idiot could be. We have a note. I guess I didn't punish Finley enough last week. If I pin him tonight, he won't want to fight me again anytime soon. Right, we have a tag team match. Playa, holla holla. Finley and Snitsky. So Jericho pins Finley, I get a bonus. So, not mandatory, that's fine. His name is Finley, and he likes to fight. Anyway, welcome to a fine. I said, everyone do this, everyone do the bushwhacker, yeah. It is a fine, what in the hell is today? Wednesday morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, evening at this point. But I'm filming on a nice Wednesday morning. Watched Raw and SmackDown between last night and this morning. Not too many thoughts on Raw outside of why was John Cena even there? And why did Goldust challenge him to a match? It seems like I'm going to go to SmackDown and be on SmackDown and get my shot at my path to WrestleMania, and then just, oh, I'm on Raw too. I know, he's a free agent. I get it. But why was he on Raw? Perhaps he was indisposed for SmackDown and had to cut a promo somewhere, some way. And I'm like, bro, there's the internet. All I'm saying. Anyway, Chris Jericho and Jeff. Just Jeff. Is it like, just Joe? Just Jeff. Anyway, yeah, so not much else on Raw to really kind of go into any more in-depth than I already did yesterday, having not watched it, but kind of, seen highlights and that kind of thing. Because always watching the full show gives you more context than just seeing, clips and highlights the next morning. So there is that. So, speaking of just Jeff Hardy in our news section for today, apparently his doctor has given me the green light because he's ready to go. So now it's just a matter of them clearing him, and then Jeff Hardy can return to the ring. Now, will he return in this slog of a angle that is finally going to the Hardy compound with Woken Matt Hardy and Broken Bray Wyatt? Or however you want to phrase that. That's the question. Or do they go, you know what, let's hold off on Matt and Jeff for a while and perhaps send Jeff to SmackDown for a little bit. I don't know. There are things you could do with Jeff Hardy. You could theoretically have Jeff Hardy be the champion on SmackDown in like a month or two. That could happen. It would not surprise me. So, that's the thing. But yes, Jeff Hardy finally back from that injury. Finally, Finley. But to follow up on a bit of business from yesterday, that bit of business is supposedly that Del Rio thing came out of the fact that Del Rio was at WWE headquarters last week. And that's where that all came from, in a way. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what? Are the batteries dead? Now hold on a minute, playa. I think these batteries are dead. Hold on a minute, playa. I'll get right back to this tag team match. That's a first for this show. Okay, back in business. My apologies. There's the code breaker. Get in here, Jeff Hardy. Do your job. So yeah, that whole thing with Del Rio. Now, I have heard that might have been, he might have been there because, he was having some kind of a filming thing for some kind of a Rey Mysterio documentary, video package, something. And if you're going to talk to people who are obviously famous in the lucha scene, you would talk to Del Rio. And certainly he had his feuds and whatnot with Mysterio. So, that makes sense. That's perfectly logical. To a great degree. Referee's not going to count that? Really? You're going to take that long, ref? You're going to take that long, referee, to get down on your knees and count the pinfall? What is wrong with you? Finley, busted wide open. Hey, Jeff Hardy, do your job, because here comes Big Gene Snitsky. Gee, thanks, Jeff Hardy. It's almost like you don't actually want to be my tag team partner. How about that? So yeah, again, as I discussed yesterday, why would you bring back Del Rio? Outside of the fact that supposedly Vince likes him, why would you bring him back? I don't understand that bit of business at all. If they think he can make money, then they'll do it, but I don't see it. I don't get it.
Jericho seemed to blame Finley for that code mess a few weeks back. But it looks looks like he got his revenge. I'm sure the other superstars don't mind that he's been preoccupied, JR. They'll take any advantage they can get.
Why is Jeff Hardy doing this? Why is he doing the Santino on the bottom rope? What? Hey there, Junior. There we go, yep. Tag team, player. Holla, holla. And I'm not saying that Del Rio's bad in any way. He's perfectly competent, but he's just kind of there. Like, all this hubbub for him seems weird. What? Oh, come on. I just put in batteries. What's wrong with you? I just put in batteries. What? Is my controller messed up somehow? There's definitely something with this battery or this controller pack, so that's kind of a problem.
You're watching Monday Night Raw. The WWE Championship will be on the line this weekend at the Royal Rumble. But tonight, the Intercontinental Champion will be defending his title. To defend your championship days before a pay-per-view is borderline cruel. If I were him, I'd file for an extension. This is WWE King, not taxes. It doesn't work like that.
Rumours. Yeah, there's definitely a problem here because it says full battery, but if I kind of do one of these and kind of... Yeah, there's definitely a connection issue here. That's not good. So it's not the batteries, it's the controller, which is definitely not what I want when I'm trying to do a video. Definitely a bad thing. So I'll have to look into that at some point here and just kind of be very careful in how I handle this controller. I mean, I've had this for a couple years, so I guess that's fine, but that's unfortunate.
What's up, Jericho? I want you to realize this. If you become the champion, then you and I will become really close. Because after I beat you tonight, I'm gonna be right there to challenge you, best buddy.
We're best buddies now? I don't know, the last person to say he was best friends with Chris Jericho, it didn't end too well for Chris Jericho. Just saying. Festival of Friendship, never forget. Anyway, moving on. One thing I did not get into because there was so much stuff yesterday. This Coachman deal, where he was named in a... But he's not being sued, but his name came up in a thing to indicate the culture at ESPN. Now, according to Coach, he's been falsely accused, and that's fine. And he better hope that if that's actually a false accusation, that there isn't any evidence to speak to the contrary of that. Because as soon as there's evidence, man, that's it, you're done. And a lot of times there is a very zero-tolerance policy by anything, for anything these days. So, it could just be, hey, we don't want you making us look bad, we're a publicly traded company. That's kind of the long and the short of that stuff, a lot of times. Back into the rumor section, we have the rumor that whoever the bar is facing at WrestleMania will be a tag team who is currently not a tag team. So, not anybody on your current roster, not the Revival, not, Slater and Rhino, not any current Raw tag team, the Club, none of those. So, two individuals who aren't currently a tag team are going to be challenging at WrestleMania for the tag team titles. Now, the speculation here is that after the Ultimate Deletion, they'll team up Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt as a very bizarre, laughing tag team. And then those two will challenge the bar for the tag team titles. Because, God forbid you push the Revival. Seriously. Anyway, that is the rumor. We'll see what happens. That also kind of indicates that you are not going to have the Ultimate Deletion at WrestleMania. Because obviously, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. Like, watching a match on a screen, no matter how amazing, you're still watching a match on a screen. You don't go to an arena to watch a match on a screen. Seriously. Look at Raw 25. It was a bad idea. I might need to buy a new Xbox controller, because this is going to be really annoying. Okay, let's try to put away Shawn Michaels here and do some work. Anyway, that was your kind of news and rumors section for the day, if you will. And now we have my thoughts on a SmackDown for this week. So, we booked a match for Nakamura for Fastlane. You know, the guy who won the Rumble is having a match at Fastlane. And it's going to be against Handsome Rusev. Rusev Day. And that's fine. I mean, they had him beat up Aiden English last week. And I was like, well, why not Rusev? And that's why, because it was to build this match for Fastlane. referee is just out of position so badly for that. I don't know. Which, hey, look. You put Rusev on a pay-per-view, thank you. That's kind of all I can say at this point. Is give him something to do. He's so good right now. And people want to cheer him. They want to chant Rusev Day. They want it. So, for once in your freaking life, give the people what they want. All I'm trying to say. Anyway, elsewhere on SmackDown, when, and they're teasing it again, but when, because we're running out of time, basically. Carmella and Money in the Bank. You are literally running out of time. Because the rules state when you win Money in the Bank, it is for 1 year. And right now, we're in March. The next Money in the Bank is like, what, June? She's held that since June. And not the longest. She has not broken the record for holding it the longest. That's fine. But when you look at the supposed WrestleMania match, that supposedly will be Charlotte defending against Asuka. And they're not going to have Charlotte break the streak. Come on now. That would be foolish. So when you take that into consideration, what? No, do a kick. When Asuka wins that belt, then your Money in the Bank thing is kind of meaningless because you're not going to cash in on Asuka, and when you're not going to, that's not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen. So I feel like this whole thing's going to be a failed cash-in because what else do you do at this point? You waited too long. You pushed it to the sideline for too long, and now well, again, that's a big if. We still don't know for sure. It seems like that they are going to set up for Alexa and Nia on Raw. So if that's the case, then Asuka and the Queen on SmackDown, which is fine because that night obviously you book it as the Queen versus the Empress. Sure, cool. That's a good tagline, right? But where does that leave your first ever women's Money in the Bank holder? Basically, that really just kind of screws things there. A good deal. Gut kick. Codebreaker. Good night, Shawn Michaels. Good freaking night. So yeah. If you're gonna cash it in, but if not, then why even hold it for that long? It's seriously ridiculous. Seriously ridiculous. Anyway. We also have I hate you, controller. I hate you so much. We also have a Fastlane women's tag team match for reasons beyond my understanding. It was like, hey, we need matches, so book a thing. Book a thing. Whatever. Cool, I guess. Get them on the card. Do something. So there's that bit of weirdness. Also, Shawn Michaels here is really? These are good batteries. I'm pretty sure. They're good batteries. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that they're good batteries. So I'm shifting the controller and it keeps disconnecting. This is really a hassle. It's really a hassle. Alright, trying my launch model 2005 Beat to Hell Xbox 360 controller because I have to finish this video. Good God Almighty. This controller is going to cost me the match. I guess Mr. WrestleMania here. Like, what the hell? Anyway, back to SmackDown. They have to do something about Dolph Ziggler's music. Because it doesn't make any sense. It is completely and totally illogical. Right? The point of a record scratch is to stop music. You don't start with a record scratch and then have silence and then play his music. None of that works.
What a win going into Royal Rumble. I'm starting to believe Jericho can...
Raw is Jericho. No. No. Y2J terminated. Royal Rumble. Virus deploying. You know what happens to people who deploy viruses? Do you know?
Sure trying to get under the #1 contender's skin. We'll see if he can overcome this and John Cena at Royal Rumble.
Nobody overcomes John Cena. That's his shtick. Come on now.
We're finally here. It's Royal Rumble. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is good old JR along with my colleague, Jerry the King Lawler.
It takes true royalty like me to appreciate the Royal Rumble, JR.
This may be my favorite pay-per-view event. 30 superstars are battling for what Chris Jericho is getting tonight. A shot at the WWE Championship. But for Jericho, John Cena is an imposing roadblock in his path.
Big match, John. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing what I was doing before, and it's staying connected, so definitely that is a problem with, I don't know, the battery case, or I'll have to change this battery case into that one and see if that fixes the problem, or if it's just the controller is just going bad, or I don't know. I don't know. That's really weird. Anyway, finally, they had the Fatal 5-Way on SmackDown because they're going to have the six-pack challenge at Fastlane. That's weird booking. John Cena wasn't there. I don't understand any of that. Whatever. It was SmackDown. I'm a Taxlug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. See you next time, right here on this channel, and I'm out.